talk about fasting. So fasting is a good way to switch your body out of its dependence, its addiction to sugar, in particular the cancer's addiction to sugar, and fast track the body switching from glucose to ketones as a primary fuel source. So the way that you do that, you can fast. So you can do something called peak fasting, which I find is the most easy and humane way to do it, unless someone is used to fasting. So fasting just basically means that you keep your calorie consumption really low and stay hydrated. So there's different types of fasting that people do, and some of them are, grapefruit and juice fasting, but you're getting all the sugars. Yeah. So I don't recommend that type of fasting. Right? Then there's also the the cabbage soup type fasting and stuff. So you just basically, cabbage are almost no calories in the broth, and that would be okay. I mean, to do some sort of soup fast. But peak fasting is when you confine your calorie consumption to within a 6-hour window each day. Okay. All right. So it's 24 hours in a day. So if you eat lunch at a late lunch at 1, 2 o'clock. Right? Yeah. And it's a good healthy lunch, like we were talking about, a salad with all those healthy oils on there. Yeah. Maybe a piece of fish or chicken or something, or maybe no protein at all. I mean, you can put some other protein source, some garbanzo beans or something on there, right? If you want to do it plant-based. And then you eat again for dinner. And there again, you eat a very similar sort of meal, but it's usually a bigger dinner. But you eat before 8 o'clock. You still control. You're confining it to within a 6-hour window. Gotcha. And then the rest of the time of the day, you keep hydrated, and you can have coffee and tea, and you can put a little bit of coconut oil or butter in the tea, which will help keep you feeling satiated, and full. But the coconut and the coconut oil and the butter actually. Your body will see that and say, I'm going to convert that into ketones. So it fast tracks you into getting into ketosis by doing it. It's called intermittent fasting, or sometimes called peak fasting. Okay.
What do you think about the MCT oil? Is that better? Oil. Is it better than just regular coconut oil? Okay.
MCT, and I think the coconut oil is fine because you get MCT is a major component of coconut oil, but it is. But you want to get all the oils. Okay. You want to get you
mix them up so you get flaxseed, like all the good ones.
I make an oil blend that I make to put on my salads. I put sesame oil, avocado oil, olive oil, and what was the one we were just talking about?
Coconut oil.
Yeah, usually just 1/4 each, and so you're just getting my own little blend. So I'm getting the medium chain triglycerides along with the omega-9s, which are in the olive and avocado, and then the almond oil and stuff is going to, and others, and nuts and seed oils like sesame oil. It's going to have lignans and the healthy omega-6s and omega-3s in there.
Now, could you take like a organic chicken breast and put it in almond flour and then deep fry it in coconut oil, and you can eat fried food that way, and it'd be healthy?
The handout that I'm giving you is going to give you links to different recipe sites, like a keto diet app, and my favorite one is dietdoctor.com. Okay.
Shannon's going to be happy. Yeah. Our close friends are really into this, and we've been like...
The dietdoctor.com is fine. They have a free 2-week introductory. You can then, after that point, sign to stay on. But you can stay on the 2-week plan, and they give you a weekly meal plan, grocery shopping list, send you recipes. But most people, if you've ran a household, you've had kids, you know that basically you have probably a handful of recipes that you do on a regular basis, like every week. You change it up a little bit with another handful of recipes, so it's a total of 10 that you do maybe a couple times a month. So most people don't, except for special occasions when you're having a party or something, don't have more than 14 recipes that they depend on. True. Because if you went through all 14 of those recipes in sequence and just did it again, and that's 1 month. So basically what I tell people is you take those 14 recipes and just keep recycling them. Right. Yeah. But then you can look on their website and find other ones that you might like better. Okay. And then you just find the recipes you like, find 10 of them and just cycle them. Yeah. Or you just know the rules and you can be creative after too. Yeah, that's what I said. You just know the rules.